Alright, so in this video we're going to be loading your PDF plans into BuildExact and looking at the different scale options and tips and tricks to make it easier. So into my account over here, I'm in the plans and takeoff section already, and I'm going to say upload a plan. Quick side point, if you are really just wanting to load plans for the sake of getting to the next step, you could use the sample plans that we have here. But for most jobs, you'll go upload a plan. You can click or drag stuff into this box. So I'm going to click and pick the plans I want. Side note, you can click Shift or Control and select multiple at a time. So I'm going to do that one and open. Now, auto scale is part of the blue takeoff assistant. So there's another video that covers the auto scale and the auto measures and features like that. So I'm going to leave this off for this video. Note that if you want to pick just 1 or 2 pages out of a whole bunch, there's this option to say just load only these pages. Generally speaking, I just load the whole lot and figure it out. But for especially like painters or people who are just doing cladding, they don't need all the plans, and that feature is really good for them. I'm going to minimize this little measurements box and get him out of the way for a second. I'm going to rotate right over here to make sure the plan's up the right way. Quick learn to drive, you can zoom in and out with your mouse or these buttons over here, in and out. Shrink to fit, just as it sounds, refits the page so that you can see the whole thing. Another point here is you can click and hold and drag, and that's how you literally grab the paper and move it around. Now, first thing I need to do is scale these plans, and these plans have 1 to 100 scale written on them. So I'm going to go into the scale here and find the 1 to 100 and go apply to all. Again, just as a note, on this blue takeoff assistant or auto scale detector, totally separate video. So if you have that feature, there's another video for you to go and check out. So I'm going to go 1 to 100, apply to all, because I know they're all the same. If I had like 20 pages and most of them were 1 to 100, I'd still go apply to all, and then I would go individually through 1 or 2 pages and correct them to the actual scale they're at. We'll go confirm, and that is all done. So if that's the way your plans are, you've got the scale listed, that's pretty much all you need to know. In the case that the dimensions are there, but there's no scale, which sometimes you'll see if you're taking the plans from like a real estate floor plan or listing, or even hand-drawn plans sometimes, or we're also seeing people who use room scanner apps, and that'll list the dimensions but not the scale. Any of those, there's a way for you to do this too. You would go scale manually in here, and it steps you through it. So step 1, draw a horizontal line on the plan below, which translates more to go find the longest line you can. Longer the better, because if you miss it by just a couple of mil out of 13,000 is pretty much nothing. So it just makes it more accurate. So I'm going to go there, 1 click, up to the other end, another click. A question people often ask is, if I can't see the whole line, what do I do? You can leave it. After clicking once, you can leave it and then do the drag, 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 and click the other one. Personally, I zoom in a lot, so I end up doing that. And this is 13,920 millimeters. You can do it in meters or centimeters if you prefer, but most plans will be millimeters. And I'll go next. It says do a vertical one. The second dimension here, or the vertical one, is really just to check it's square. So I'm going to go there, down, 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 and click, and 11,260. And again, I got the option of applying to every page or just this one, and I'm going to say just apply to this one. On the left-hand side, you'll see this one's now manual, and the second page is 1 to 100 because I used the drop-down instead of the manual option. Now, a little tip and trick here. If you are loading plans this way, and you want to go and test that they're to scale, one thing I will do from time to time is go add measurement, open that up, add measurement, and just call it test. Typically I'll do these in linear meters, because what I will do is just go find a dimension, go there to there, and see if build exact is getting the same thing up here as it does, as it's got on the plan. In this case, it's spot on, and hence I know it's accurate. If the build exact result was double or triple, generally that's where you've told us it's 1 to 200 or 1 to 300 when it's actually 1 to 100, or you've mixed them up in some way. Awesome. Any questions, as always, let us know.